Hello everyone, Cowbunger here, and welcome to another edition of Rate Their Chances. This is where we determine how likely or unlikely a character is to be in Fraymakers. There are many factors I take into consideration when determining this, but the most influential one is popularity, followed by communication, representation, and potential. Here is the scoring system for this series, with 5 meaning that I think the character will be in the base roster, while 1 means I think they have no chance of being represented at all. Which character are we rating today? It is the Red Knight from Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers is an extremely popular indie game that came out over a decade ago and has sold 20 million copies. Again, 20 million. No wonder they keep porting this game to every console like it's Skyrim. Anyway, in the Cloud Gaming Discord server, Castle Crashers is talked about a good bit. It's not at the top of people's wish lists, but Castle Crashers is certainly still on the higher end in terms of franchises talked about being represented in Fraymakers. I have chosen Red Knight myself just because the two peeps who requested this, Dittoe and Double R, both said to rate a Castle Crasher, so I assume they just didn't care which knight I picked. Though looking at both potential and representation, I might have to switch them out with another knight. All the knights in general have a combo attack, but Red seems to specifically have electric based moves. He has a thunder beam, that's the best way I can describe it, and a small electric projectile. The 4 main knights, however, have pretty similar moves to that. I could see Team Frey making one of the knights a character if they really wanted to, but the movesets in Castle Crashers are pretty limited, and I think it'd be hard to translate it into a platform fighting game. I do think that there's good potential for any of them to be an assist though. And to me, the knight who ends up getting represented in Fraymakers might actually depend on which elemental they want to represent. They haven't talked about it much, but elemental status effects are a thing in Fraymakers, and I think they will be linked mainly to items and assists. The Silent and Lady Luck are the only characters that cause elemental status effects when they are summoned so far. At this point, I think saying that one of the knights are getting in instead of just choosing one is fair because there's too many factors going on in the choosing process. So I guess we can go over communication next, and we can have all the knights here instead of just one of them. The main ways that I would see Team Frey contacting the Behemoth would be to go through their Discord or by email. Both links are available on their website. Castle Crashers has also crossed over with several games throughout the years. So overall, I'm going to go ahead and say that my score for a knight from Castle Crashers is going to be a 3. I think it would be a big deal for Fraymakers to include a knight as an assist. I also just want to say that many of the devs on this team grew up on Newgrounds, so I'm sure they are going to add as many big Newgrounds characters as they possibly can. Who should I rate next? Let me know in the comments below. I do take requests, and I will see you guys on the next Rate Their Chances. Bye.